Hey guys, Donna with Cypress Designs. Welcome to Golden Girls Christmas in July, a beach bash. Now, I'm waiting to get streamed in, and then we will start making our Santa Claus. I'm going to kind of make him so he's like a scenery on top of a box. Now, mine will be more Christmas versus beach, because that's Donna's way of doing it. If I got permission, it's good. Hi, Levon. How are you? I was so excited to finally get going on this thing because I've been waiting to get this Santa Claus so you guys could see it. Hey, Carolyn. How are you? So just basically waiting to get streamed in. I'm assuming I'm almost ready because I start at 12. Hey, Barbara. How are you? If you're new, let me know. Hey, Lindsay. Thank you for sprinkling and thank you for getting me in. Okay, so today is Golden Girls Beach Bash. It's Christmas in July. Now, mine will be a little different. Hey, Brenda. Mine is more a traditional Christmas, not the beach. I know. But this will be really cute. This is something I just taught myself. I watched a video from 2002 with Martha Stewart and this lady, and I couldn't find any patterns. So I had to literally create my own pattern for this Santa Claus. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. And what I'll do is when I post my video and everything, I will actually make a printout with all the dimensions and everything and sizes and what you need and post that so you guys can do it yourself. Hey, Kathy. How are you doing, Carolyn? Okay, so let's get started. We are going to make a Santa Claus. He is going to be made out of cotton batting. You know, this stuff. It's going to be made out of this, okay? So the first thing we have to do is we have to make his coat. We have to make a collar. We're going to make a hood. Hey, Brandy, how are you? You followed? Thank you, sweetie. Hi, Gloria. We're going to make cuffs. The other thing we had to do is we have to make a body. So basically the body is this. It's nothing special because everything's going to get covered. You're not even going to see this. Hey, Dee Dee, how are you? Okay, so first things first. Let's start with, we got to take the pipe cleaners. Now remember, I'm going to have all the dimensions and everything out there for you. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we've got our hands put properly. So he looks like he's normal. We're going to add some glue on this one. You can use glue sticks or glue, but this is going to be easier for me to do regular glue. Hi, Nana, how are you? Did I say hi, Kathy Morrow? I can't remember if I said hi. Just give it a second. So his little arms. Now we got feet. Now, you use your judgment on your feet, because when I get a chance to, I'm revamping this whole process because I think I came up with a better idea for his legs. But I can't do it today. I have to literally play with this thing. So just judge your legs. So you're basically creating a form, okay? Don't worry about the stain. It doesn't matter. Hey, Becca, how are you? Remember, don't worry if it's stained on the board or whatever. You're not going to do anything with that. So let me just make sure I get all this excess glue off. Okay, so that's his body. So basically, just leave him open. He's got to dry. So the next thing is we've got our sheet. This is cotton batting. I spritzed it with just regular coffee spritz. Hey, Shauna, Maria. How you doing, Kathy? So I spritzed it with just pure coffee grunge. Nothing special, just coffee grunge. And it smells good. So you're going to take the sheet. It's going to be square. The dimensions are 8.5 by 6.5, but I'll put all that out there, for you guys. Hey, Mandy. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to flip this in half. Figure out which side is the best for you. I want it to be the kind of stained side. You want this part at the bottom. Let me tell you, this video did not do me, hey Sandra, did not do a whole lot of justice for me trying to figure this out. So now you're going to take your baby. You want this edges up, okay? Do the best you can. I'm not perfect. You're going to lay him on here. I'm going to get him in. I got to figure this out first. I like to work it so I can see where all the body ends up, okay? It stretches, so you guys, just, this stuff stretches. You're not going to notice any defects or anything that's off, okay? You're just trying to get an idea where you're going to end up for his body. So I'm going to glue this because I think it's easier if I glue my edges. I'm going to glue them. Now guys, I think he turned out adorable. I made 2 of them. This is just going to ensure my stuff's not moving. Now, my measurements may be off, so I can go ahead and clean that up. I just want to make sure my measurements are a little bit better. And yes, I'm going to take my time, guys. I'm literally going to try to go slow. Hi, Devonna. How are you doing, sweetie? Hey, Mandy. Okay, so let me fix this one. You know, slow is not my role here. I try not to go fast, but it's just me. Okay, so I just want it so that the darker parts on the outskirts. Now let's take our baby, put him in here. I'm gonna just a little at a time. Now I did not have to glue him, but I am gonna glue this one just so I have support. Okay, just hold him down a little bit. Don't stretch the material. Oh wait, his legs. I didn't put his legs down long enough. I did not do the right job, guys. Slacking in my job duties here. There's my, I just need 2 of these, but I forgot. They have to be a little longer at the one end. Okay. I keep forgetting about that. Mind you, I've only done it twice, but then he needs to have, or did, oh wait, you know what? Darn it, did I just do the wrong side? I just did the wrong side, that's why, guys. Like I told you, I had to figure this all out on my own. And I just realized it's gotta be the shorter end. This way. So just remember, the shorter end, not the longer end, shorter end. I'm just going to clean up these edges. It doesn't have to be really as long as I say it is. It's what she said to do. Okay, so this makes more sense. Why his legs worked fine. Okay. Now this makes more sense. Okay. I'm just going to do one thing like this so it stays. And you're going to gently wrap. Don't hey Jennifer, don't overdo it. Allow it just to lay on. Let's pray I got it right this time. And then you're going to bring the front around. And that will be his front of his jacket, okay? So just go back over here a little bit more. You don't want it too tight, but you do want to have it where it looks appropriate. Like I said, I've only done it a couple times. I had to figure it out on my own because that video was so doggone old. I'm gonna just see if I can just turn this in. I'm gonna cut a little of this off. Sometimes you just gotta cut a little bit. Now you can make it as whatever you want it to be. I think gluing it with the hot glue is better because there's a lot to hold here, guys. A lot to hold. Okay. Now you're going to take this and you're going to turn this in. Can you see that? You have to, here, I'll show you in a second. Hang on. You're going to turn it in. So we're going to bend it over. We just want to make his jacket look better. Like I say, it's fun to learn new stuff. I bought my spun cotton. I'm going to be doing, so basically you've got it wrapped and now that's gonna be the front, okay? It'll be better when I'm done with it. So now let me just get it on there. And then just try to get it down the center like a jacket would be. Now this is where you kind of sort of gotta hold it. Let me just hold it for a second. And if you're new, hey Joanne, if you guys are new, let me know. Okay, so you're basically, oh, his little leg is all defective down here. Let's see if we can fix that. Okay, so don't worry about the legs, because eventually what I'd like to do is I'd like to make boots with this, but he's going to be hidden, so you're not going to see him. So this is his little jacket, okay? Now, there's many pieces to this little guy. We're just going to leave him for right now. Got lots of glue. Now, he has a collar that's got to go on. So before I do that, I want to add some little bling to it. Let me just make sure I got the correct side. Yes. So we're going to take and make a little bit of bling. Going to do a little at a time because you got to get it laid on here just right. And use the smaller glue gun, makes it a lot easier. Just go along the edges. I think you guys will like him. He really turns out cute. It may not look like much now, but we'll see. And you don't have to do this. I'll show you the one I did earlier, after I complete this one. I did him a little different. And I think I like this guy done up with the cream. I did him in a plaid, and he's cute, but not as cute. Hey, Erin, how are you? Okay, let me keep going. Hands just don't operate as well as I would like them to do. You just want to add a little decoration to them. As Petra would say, glue, spider boogers. She used to call glue. She's so funny. We're just kind of creating him to have a little bit better outfit versus it being a boring outfit, okay? I'll put this in here on the side. Okay. Like I said, you should see me trying to figure out what they were doing. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Judy. Okay, so now we have his cute little shawl, so he's not boring. Now, the next thing is to bring his shawl around. Now, you can do you on this. His arms have to go out. I like it to be a little longer because he's going to have a hoodie. So we're going to take this around and take this around. Okay. So let me just make sure I got it even. Okay. So now he'll have his little outfit. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Let me just get this where it needs to be. Adjust your outfit the way you need it to be. Okay. So you're starting to see how he looks. We're not done with him. He's got to have buttons, a belt, and everything. Okay. So the next thing is this shape. This is what is used for his hood. Okay. Like I said, I got to always remember what I'm doing. So what you have to do with this, you're going to turn it inside out. So we're going to flip it over. So you're basically going to seal this because you got to remember we're going to flip it inside out. Thank you guys. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And then you're going to turn this inside out because this is part of his hoodie. Okay. Now let me just make sure it's, like I said, I've only done it a couple times. Yeah. Now this part will go up. I got so much glue on my fingers, it isn't funny. We're going to put a little glue and flip that over. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I always find myself the smallest things to work on, which is the worst for me because my hands don't like me when I'm doing that. So now we're going to take his hoodie. Okay. As you can see, it's been turned inside out, and this becomes his hood. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I've been wanting to do some fun stuff. Okay, so now I want to glue his, you got to hold it, find the spot for his hat, take that spot and put a dab of glue. A little dab will do ya. Hot. Now you're gonna take his, see how it's forming? Hey Sherry, see how it's forming? Thank you guys. We're gonna go ahead and put a little dab here, dab here. Just gotta adjust it accordingly. Okay, we're not done though. Okay, so you're seeing a ghost figure now. Hey Megan, how are you? Hey Stephanie. Okay, so now we're gonna take, this is his face. We're not done, we got a ways to go. So I have a bunch of these saved and I just cut out the face. Now these are like a paper, vintage paper craft. Back in the day, this is how they used to make dolls. Kitchen table creation. Margaret, welcome. So let's go ahead and add a little glue on here. Okay. We're gonna make a little thing. Everything sticks, guys, everything. So we're gonna glue his beard on. Now, this wasn't on hers, this was on mine. I felt he needed hair. So you're gonna take your cotton, what do you call this stuff? Cotton. It's cotton, it's the, not batting, what is it? Spun cotton, okay. So take your spun cotton, create your beard. All you got to do is just kind of move things around a little bit, okay? And now I'm going to put it over his face. You don't have to do this. This is just my idea, and I just thought it looked much, much better. So now you're going to have to take a little bit more each time. Not much. You don't need a whole lot, guys. You don't need a whole lot. So add a little bit. Just kind of pick it apart a little bit. Bend it. And then we're going to add a little bit more. That's kind of what's cool with this stuff. Just can keep adding more and more and more until you are happy with his little mug. Just start to form his little beard. And I'll show it to you here in a second. I just want to make sure I got plenty of glue. So now you'll start to form his face, so he won't be boring anymore. So you just kind of got to form his little face. Now what you do is you put his face inside. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit because I have to, I forgot, this one has a little bit bigger beaner than the other one had. So I just want to make sure I've got them in there. So now I have to pull them back out a little bit. And I'm going to glue this because it's just going to need it to be glued. He just sits inside a little bit. And like I said, I had to figure it out on my own because the instructions weren't there. Just keep adjusting his little beard. So you can kind of see him now. What do you guys think? You like him? Thanks, Stephanie. Oh, thank you guys for having me, Christy and everybody. I got to come on and say hi to everybody. So I'm going to adjust this little hoodie a little bit more so it stays tacked down, just so it doesn't pop up. Yeah, that video I saw was from 2002. And the lady said, yeah, she's going to have all the information, the template, whatever. Well, there was no template out there. I looked everywhere. So I had to create and play. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spun cotton. I want to fluff it up a little bit. I'm going to start to make a little bit of a around his hoodie to make him look like Santa. So let me see. Let's see if I'm going to do it or not. I may not do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off on that. I don't want to. I really like how everything looks. So let's go ahead and add a little bit of this to his hoodie. Mind you, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants on this, guys, because I'm still learning. It's a lot of fun, but my goal is to actually make a true face instead of paper next time. Because I think the face being real looking or non-papery is better. He's stuck. Hey, Kathy. So how's he looking? Okay. So what I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the hands. Now, I'm going to actually, because the cotton, spun cotton takes a while to dry, I'm going to still spun it with the glue and everything. It's just, I can't paint it until it's done. Because usually what they would have you do is run this cotton, what do you call it? Cotton batting on here. The problem is with that, it's annoying. It comes and it's just bulky and it looks weird. So, okay, so let's get going as I'm babbling on. Okay, so I do need to put on his little hoodie down here. And yes, I could have done that ahead of time, but you know, Donna does it her way. And you don't have to do all these embellishments. I just think it looks pretty cool for Santa. He's got to look awesome. We don't want him looking tacky. No tacky Santa here. Now, these are really fun. These are your traditional primitive, these are not primitive. These are vintage. Hey Liz, I'm in Texas too. Hey Melanie. Thanks for popping on. I appreciate it. If you're new to my page, let me know. Make sure to like and follow all the crafters on here. We're here to grow our pages. Okay, so now, what time we have? We got time. I'm on to 1, right? Yes. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to add some to his jacket. So we're going to add some more of this embellishment to his jacket. So let's go ahead and add just to the bottom first. I could always make sure I got the right side. I never know what the right side is. I'm assuming that's the right side. Hopefully I didn't screw up. And if you've never worked with spun cotton, it's kind of cool. It's something different. Like I said, I like to try to go out of my comfort zone with stuff. Otherwise, life's boring if you just do the same stuff over and over again. Those little glue spiders are just all over the place. Okay. As you can see, we're fixing him up. He's become very decorative. The only thing is it collects a lot of stuff. Now we're going to put a little bit down his jacket. And then we're going to add some buttons and a belt. Like I said, I never know which is the correct and which is the other side. I try to be careful with the glue so there's not a bunch of glue spots. You're only as good as the glue allows you. You just get it everywhere. Okay, and then we got to do the spun hands and stuff yet too. That'll be the last thing we do because that takes a lot of time. Okay, so now we're gonna do. I'm thinking. Do you think his belt should be the same thing? Just put it straight across. Do you think I should do his belt the same way? What do you guys think? Should I make his belt the same? What do you guys think? Do you think it look okay with the belt being the same as this? Or should I make the belt, where did my tinsel? So let's see. Now, these are old-fashioned, the tinsel. Or actually, you know what? Let me use the real tinsel. Hang on. And you guys tell me. buy all of this tinsel stuff on Amazon. I don't have any little bells. I thought I had tiny baby bells, but I do not have tiny baby bells, which would have been perfect. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna start doing his. So we're gonna just do his little belt. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Tracy. Okay. Gotta keep adjusting because I keep moving his beard. Okay, so let's put some buttons on him. These are very tiny little buttons. Make sure I put them the correct way. Gosh, there's so much of this cotton everywhere. He's gonna have a couple buttons. I swear. I have more glue on my fingers than I do, I think, on my project. Could you imagine if you used a real glue, big glue gun? That'd be just a little bit too much. Okay. So now he's got his buckle and all that. Thank you, guys. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Debbie. So I'm just going to do 3 buttons for right now. Try to put all that together. Okay. So now we have to make his, I'll have to adjust his beard. I keep moving everything. There's a lot of that glue is just a pain. Okay, so now we're going to take his little arms. This is where the fun part begins. Let me get another container. You take a little bit of glue, you take a little bit of the water. So we're going to take glue, Mod Podge, just whatever floats your boat. Put a little water and mix. You're just mixing it. It's supposed to be like 1 part glue to 4 parts water. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Lori. Okay, so now the next thing we have to do is we have to take this spun cotton, separate it up a little bit. It comes in pieces, a little at a time. This is where it takes a little bit. So lacquer up your arm. I think it looks better with the spun cotton for the arms. Now you slowly, little by little, guys, you're gonna build this up. This is where it takes time. But the glue will keep flattening it down. Now you don't have to do the whole entire arm if you don't want to, because you're not gonna see that part. Let me just kind of keep going, and then I'll just keep wetting it down. And when you do this, it makes really a cool looking arm. I am not a pro at this at all. And I try to make the front of it look more like a mitt. So all I'm doing is adding glue, running the cotton. Now I'm probably not doing what a professional would do. So just kind of squeeze it, because we're going to keep rotating over it a couple times. Keep adding more. Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm not perfect. So I'm just trying to get it in there. This is what takes the time. But you want it to look like a mitten at the top. Mine may look like one, I don't know. Hey, Sandy. Just keep tapping it down, because you got to have the water or the glue to get you where you need to be on this, okay? Just remember which direction you're going. And then you're going to have to add a little bit more each time, because you want that front to be an actual mitten. Just keep tapping it. Okay. I'm going to do it my way. My impatient way, because otherwise I could be here forever. I was watching this lady. I'm like, oh gosh, if I do this during a live, I won't be able to function. Okay, you're just going to keep making sure you've got it to the direction you need. Just keep adding the water and the glue. And remember, you don't need to see anything else but the tip actually on here, because you're looking to have a mitten. So we're going to put a little bit more, because I want the mitten to be a little bit more of a mitten. Okay. hold it a little bit more. Now, I'm sure there's cotton spunners out there that'll say, you're not doing it right. Be like, well, I'm learning. Okay. So you're going to see how much better his hand looks. And you don't have to do all the extra stuff that they have you do. And then once it's dried thoroughly, I will go ahead and paint it black, or I can keep it white actually, because it doesn't matter. It's whatever color you want. Just try to get it around, because what mats it down is this glue mixture. I probably need a little bit better brush to support it. And all this is doing is mashing it down a little bit more each time. Try to get it so that the hands kind of sort of look alike, like the mittens look alike. And this will dry, and I can show you when I'm done how nice it dries. And all it does is it mats it down so that now he has gloves, guys. Now, instead of him having those ugly, it's a lot of work, guys, but it's fun. So now he has his little hands. Now let's do his feet. Like I said, the other step that they had, it was too much for me. I was just like, I ain't got time for that. Donna's got to find her own way. Like I said, you don't need a whole lot of this cotton. Just separate a little bit of it. But if you're the type has to do it completely 100% right, understandable. But this is just how I have to do it, because sometimes patience isn't always my best. And I am going to try to make his foot actually a boot. I'm going to try to turn it up so it looks like he's wearing a boot. Just keep adding layers. All it is layers and layers and layers to make his boot. And all this is going to do is smooth it all out so it all sticks together. Again, I'm new to this. Thank you. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Like I said, I'm new to all this stuff, but I had to try it. I've got ideas for snowmen now. All kinds of cool stuff. I'm just trying to get it so it looks like a boot. You just got to be kind of careful so you kind of can get it wrapped just right. You kind of squeeze it in a little bit with your hand, and you can just still take this and just get it in there. Now, when you're done, just try to line it up so it looks more like a boot. And it's supposed to be not so tight. I'm not very good at this part yet. Still learning. Like I said, it's a lot of work. Just get it to a certain point and then just play with it so you can get his boot shape. Now, it doesn't look like a boot to me. I don't know what it looks like. Hey, Cindy. I don't know what it looks like, honestly. Little at a time. Fill in all the bumpiness. It's not something you really want to do on a live, but I just fell in love with it, so that's why I had to do it. And you can add more and more each time on this thing. What time I got? I got lots of time. Just takes a little bit at a time, and you can form the boot just the way you need it. It's just very hard to hold everything. I just think it looks better if you make it actually look like a boot versus whatever it is that they had. They had little stick legs. I just wanted to make it look pretty. And this is where you take and just go real little at a time. Get that stuff tacked down. Now I expect you all to start trying this. It's a lot. But it'll be fun when it's done. Okay. This is the best kind of a boot I'm going to be able to make because I'm not that good. So you can kind of see now he's kind of got a boot, okay? He's not perfect, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so let's keep going. It takes time, definitely takes time to do that. But it beats having to do what they were having me do. It was, it's like, nah, that's not going to work. And all this does is it adheres it together, and then it's just, you can form it to whatever you want. I've seen them make pumpkins. I've seen them make a lot of stuff with this. But you got to build it up in order to get it to that point. And it mashes down pretty good with the glue. And you can use your hands too. Keep going, adding more and more, just a little bit at a time. You can be as messy as I am. It's okay. It's okay. This is where you gotta just keep playing with it till you get a nice bump of thickness, and then you can start to create what you need. Number 1 foot looks better than number 2 foot. So you can save the foot part for the very end. Just get this thing thick enough where you need it, because it needs to be thick. Because if it's not thick, it's not going to look like a boot. Okay, so you still got to add more to it. Let me get some more. Okay, let's get some more. It comes and you just take little strands. Some more. So just a little bit of this and a little bit of water. A little bit of water. And it'll seal like a glove would seal. Okay, now I'm gonna try to wrap it so I can get that boot made. You want it to be thick on one end. That's where the boot is going to be. The heel and all that. Look, I'm talking like I know what I'm doing, you guys. I gotta bend it a little, and then we're going to keep adding to it. I tried painting, using paint and stuff on here to color it. It didn't work, so I have to actually find the stuff. I don't know if it's like RIT or what it is that you're supposed to use. And that stuff's not cheap. Remember back in the day, that stuff was not expensive. Now everything's expensive, so you don't... Okay, it's going to have to do, because this takes a lot of time. You just got to form fit them with your fingers and your hands a little bit. One looks better than the other, but hey, you know, not perfect. Okay. I'll have to adjust this. One looks better. So you can see he's starting to have feet. I'm gonna do one more little bit. What time? I got time. Just gotta make it look pretty though. I can't make it look ugly. That's what's kind of cool with this. Just layer it, then you can make it look really nice and pretty. And he looks like he's got some pretty juice. Pretty juice. Okay. Okay. So let me mess up his beard. I'm gonna adjust his beard a little bit. I think he'll be fine. Okay. So you guys have the general idea what you're supposed to do with them. Okay, this is how they used to do them in the vintage days. I'm vintage. I'm 65. I'm vintage. This is what they used to do back in the day for ornaments. Spun cotton. I'm actually going to tack his little jacket down a little bit. And then we're going to make we still got time. I'm taking my time, guys. Hey, Julie. So what do you guys think? It's a little bit work, but it still turns out pretty cute. I think it does. So you guys think you like it? Hi, Amy. Okay. So now you can fix his beard. Hang on, I got so much stuff on my fingers. Hang on, I'm gonna fix his beard. It's gonna drive me nuts. I got more cotton on my glue fingers than anything else. That was when I wish I had like a little brush or a comb. Okay. So he's done on this one. Okay. Now you can do more with him, add sequins, whatever you want to do. Okay. So now let's go ahead and make his box that we're going to put him in. I hope that you guys will try it. I mean, I'm not perfect at it. I'm learning how to use it. I mean, this is my first time. And like I said, I'll create an actual sheet so you guys can see how to make this. Okay, so we're going to take, this is from Esmeralda at Love It's Craft. I buy all my fabric from her now. I don't know what she does, but it's absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and take our, it's a peanut container, put some styrofoam in it. Yes, you can do the paper face. You can actually make the face, which is one of the things I will eventually do. So I'm going to put some glue down because I have to glue the paper down, or fabric down. So, you know, you kind of do you. Like I said, it was something I saw and I thought, you know, I can do this. It's just, they had no templates whatsoever. So it was like, well, that doesn't do me any good. I don't, you know, so I had to create. So it was fun. I mean, it was a lot of work because I had to mess it up and make it pretty, mess it up and make it look pretty. So we're going to adhere the fabric first. So hopefully you guys weren't disappointed it wasn't Santa by the seashore. Figure out what I'm doing here, Donna. And the reason I painted it is just so you wouldn't see any of the silver that's on here. Because nothing's worse than seeing the silver from a can. Okay. Now, this is her beautiful vintage print, and I just love it. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm an addict now to fabric. I don't know. Never thought twice about fabric, but all of a sudden I gotta have fabric. Okay, see how cute it is? That's vintage fabric. Hey Esmeralda, I'm using a fabric for you. Oh, not a problem. You're always busy. So we just made our little Santa. It's a very vintage little sandwich with a little paper face and a little mustache. You guys can see him. I think he turned out pretty cute. I'm learning. Hey Brenda, how are you? Okay, so now let's go to the picture is next. We're gonna take our fabric Mod Podge, guys. This is where you take your paper, you put this on, and it creates a leather, a leathery appearance on your fabric. So we're gonna try to line that up. I'm actually gonna use my stars. That will be a lot easier. So now we're gonna have, now mind you, all that glue is gonna be, when it dries, it'll be all clear. So we've got, it's called the Winter Wonderland Tree Company. Okay, not done yet. That's the only time I need to use this glue. And this is the glue, guys. This is amazing. I use this on my pillows too. And this is for fabric, for paper to fabric. It's amazing. Okay, let me clean my mess. Okay, so the next thing we have to do is we have to take our frame. You know me, I love my frames. And we are going to, oh, these are the Santas that I purchased off of Etsy a while ago. They're my favorites to use. Now, where did my, you know, guys, it's not like I cleaned my room or anything, but I can't find my tissue paper. Where's my, I hate making a mess. Well, we're gonna use this. We gotta paint this. We're gonna take truffle, like I did yesterday. I did black, but today we're gonna use truffle on here. And we are going to do our frame. Get in there and get all the dark, or all the plastic looking parts done out of here. Just put lots on. Don't waste any time, put lots on. Because it's easier to do it if you can one time versus having to dry it 50,000 different times. Get in there and get it, because it won't take much to dry all that. Just make sure you got it all. Okay, let's see what happens. Let's dry this. Okay, because that'll go on the front. Hey, Joanne. I'm going to turn it up high, guys. This takes a while to dry, so I know it's loud, but it's faster than the old one. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my trash out here. I come up with ideas at the end here. There's a little. You want it dry, guys. Believe me, you want this dry. Sorry it's loud. Hey Carol, how are you? I know it's loud and I apologize, but if you don't do it the right way, it's it won't be dried. Now this time I shouldn't have to do the heavy duty on here. So like I said, it's a lot of fun to make these. They're just different. It's like you gotta move outside your box. You gotta try something different. You gotta try something new in your world. And that's kind of like what I like to do. So I'm just gonna put some on my hand here. If it's gonna come out. Oh, I guess it was gonna have an issue. Here. And then I like to just take it and then run it through the tops. It's supposed to look like an old-fashioned frame. Just run it across. Doesn't matter how much or how little you put in here, as I'm dumping everything over there. Just do you. Like I said, you find your the way you like it, and everybody finds it the way they like it, and it'll turn out really pretty. So it takes it from being just a boring frame to look more like it's a vintage frame, okay? Now, let's wipe the paws. We're gonna put this over the picture. So we're gonna take this, and we're gonna put some glue. Put some good glue on here, because this thing has to bend against the tin. I tried to make a new one of these frames, and I can't with my hands. I just absolutely cannot do all that. It does not have to be perfect, because you're never going to see everything. I just got to really hold it. And then we'll make a little vignette on the top. I still got to put tinsel on the top too. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Hopefully you'll try it. Everybody can come up with their own thing. Hey Cheryl, how are you? Like I said, do you. Find what works for you. See how cool that looks? I like that. Yeah. Just kind of watch it if it pops back on you. Okay, so now we have that done. Let me get this out of the way. I don't need any more paint in my way. Now we're gonna take our tinsel. What time is it? Oh, we gotta get cranking here. I'm gonna take our tinsel. Now I buy all this tinsel I buy on inside. I do it inside or outside? I think. Oh no, I was doing it inside because I've got other stuff going on. Now this won't have a lid, guys. This won't have a lid at all. This makes it very vintage. Like I said, you do you. Nobody has to do exactly what somebody else does. I think it just looks cool when you kind of do your own magic, you know? Okay. So now we're getting there, right? The last and final finale is actually dripping to make it look like snow. So I can't do that until the very end. Well, it's 12:51. Let me try to do this and see if I don't screw it up. So we're going to use puffy paint. Hopefully I won't mess this up. Sometimes let it go out a little bit. I feel like there's a bubble. Take your time. It's just supposed to look like snow. And I just realized I forgot my, here it is. Epsom salt. I forgot my Epsom salt. I don't know if you guys use Epsom salt much, but it's actually safer if you have animals than using diamond dust. I still use diamond dust. I just don't use it as much as I used to. And you can put as much on as little on you want. I always got to remember I have it on, because otherwise I don't want it to drip and rub off, and then next you know I've got stuff everywhere on my project here. It's messy, but it's okay. Enjoy it. You only live once. Be a kid. Sometimes you just gotta let it seep out, otherwise it'll get stuck. I swear sometimes it gets a glue booger in there and won't let you alone. Took the lid off of that baby. Now to be gentle. Yeah. It had a little snotty nose. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I really hope you guys stay on for the Golden Girls Christmas in July. And then stay for the next crafter on After Us. After me, not After Us. I like it to make it look like a window. So now it's starting to look like there's snow. Okay, I gotta get cranking. Okay, so let me hope and pray I don't touch it. Oh, I gotta move this out of the way. Now, let's take, I forgot to tell you, I made him a little bag. I made a little bag for Santa. It's made out of clay, not clay, foam clay. And we're gonna add some pieces to it. I'm gonna add my little stuff to it. Just a few little things to kind of make him look merry. So he's got his little satchel of toys. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, Esmeralda. I appreciate it. So now we got to take his little outfit. We're going to take his little backpack. And it's because it's got to go over his, actually, that's not how I wanted it. It's got to go down here. Through here. Let me see if I can do it the right way. Sorry guys, as always, I'm off the screen. It's like you gotta have two hands for everything you do. I gotta make sure it stays straight on. So he's got his little backpack of toys. Oh, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so let's put that off to the side. Now, let's try not to break anything. Almost done here. So now we're going to put a Christmas tree in here. Santa is going to be stuck with a stick for right now. What time is it? 6 minutes. Hold on. He's just going to have a stick in him. Okay, he's got some presents. Oh, I have to put some greens in here. Just a little bit of greens. Not much, just a little bit of greens in here. Let's stick some greens. You can add whatever you want to add to this. But you just need to add some greens. Like I said, it's hard because when you got the paint on there, actually best if you can let the paint dry first. Let's see what else. We're not done. Just add all these sparkly little things I have. Oh, that one's not going to stay. It's okay. Add more. I like the stiff stuff of this because it's just a lot nicer. When I just realized I didn't have him straight on like he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be this way. There, because he is the center of attention here. I accidentally touched the... A lot of it's hard to do because you really want to let the stuff dry. Oh, I just screwed up his foot. I'll have to adjust his foot afterwards. I got a couple more minutes, guys. I just lost his shoe. I'll have to adjust all that. It's so hard when the stuff is not dry. Okay. And so you can kind of see it. And we're going to add a little package in here. So you can kind of see. We got 2 more minutes. You can kind of see it. Okay. Now let me get some more greens. It's hard to do anything when you have a wet surface. That's why it's better if you can do this stuff, do it when it's not wet. Let it dry, take the time to let it dry. But when you're doing stuff like this, it's kind of hard. And then you can add more glue into that if you wanted to. Here, I'm gonna just do it at the bottom. I think that'll be better. Hot. I just touched hot glue. One more minute, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll try it. Kind of see it a little bit better there. So I will, at the end, I will go ahead and I will put all the patterns together. If you're interested, it'll be out there. If you're not, it's okay, but it'll be all out there, and all you have to do... Oh, I use glue, and I use a frame from Amazon. So I could add more, but we're almost done out of time. It'll probably change on me, so. Isn't that cute? Guys, I have to go. Stay tuned for the next girl on Golden Girls. Love you guys. Bye.